Okay, so looking at our example, we're going to cover pretty much everything I've done on kind of the last slide, if you want to call it, where I just went through everything that you need to know on this topic. So we're going to cover most of that in this example. It says use the data to, and then we've got our data here, draw a scatter graph, plot best fit line, estimate sales at 18 degrees, and calculate best fit line equation. So that's quite a lot to go through. But it's not as much as you perhaps think, and it's not as hard as you perhaps think if you just take it through step by step. So first of all, draw scatter graph. Now, first of all, first step for drawing a scatter graph, scales. So let's establish what scales we're going to use. I'm going to put our first set of data, like I said on the last slide, on our x-axis, and then number of ice cream sales on the y-axis. So I'm just going to draw the scales. Okay, so these are the scales I've decided to use. Again, you don't have to choose the same as me, but it's just whatever you think works. And obviously you want to use the increments on your ruler. So here for temperature, I've done every 2 centimeters, and then that is also what I've done for the y-axis. So you just want to make sure your increments are accurate, and then you want to label them obviously, and label your axis, number of ice cream sales and temperature here. So now I've done the scales, they're accurate, they're set, we just want to plot our points now, so that's what I'll do. So now I've drawn my scatter graph, I've plotted the points accurately. Maybe if you're in the test you don't want to use your rulers to plot the points, but for simplicity's sake I just didn't use a ruler. But if you were in a test or doing as a part of an exam, definitely do take the time to use a ruler. Now we're just going to, for B, plot our best fit line. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points, and we can see there's a positive correlation. It's quite clear. So let me just use a different color for drawing the best fit line. And there we go. So right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 points on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right, and 1 lying on it. So that's a fairly accurate best fit line, and it accounts for all the different points, which is good. Now, estimate sales at 18 degrees. So doing that, just going to mark, we've got A, and then I'll also put B here for simplicity's sake. And then estimate sales at 18 degrees. This is just going to be a number, so we're going up to 18. I'll just do a little mark there, so you know where it is. And then going across, that's about 190, I'd say. So now we can do 190 ice cream sales, and just rub this out. Perfect. Now D, calculate the best fit line equation. So this is actually going to be fairly easy because we can use our formula y minus b is equal to m x minus a. And then all we have to do is sub 2 points in, which we have listed here. So all we have to do is I'll write down 2 points. I'll just pick 240 for x1 and y1, and then 548 for x2, y2. Finding our gradient m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to give us 48 minus 40 over 5 minus 2 to give us 8 over 3. And then that can't be simplified further, so we'll just leave it as that. Now, subbing everything into our equation, we're going to do y minus, and I'm just going to use our first set of coordinates. Remember, b is y, so 40 is equal to m, which is 8 over 3, and then all in brackets, x minus a, which is 2. Make sure you use the same coordinate. Now, all we have to do, multiplying out our brackets, This is going to give us y minus 40 is equal to 8 over 3x minus, and then minus 2 times by this, remember it's just top and top, bottom and bottom, will be minus 16 over 3, because 8 times by minus 2 for top and top is minus 16, and then 3 times by what would just be 1, because it's minus 2 over 1, just to give us 3. And then pushing a bit of answer over here so you can see it, putting 40 to the other side gives us our final answer of y is equal to 8 over 3x, and then it will be minus 16 over 3 add 40, which gives us, and sometimes you will get this, an absolutely horrible number of 8 over 3x add 104 over 3.